This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Sirach 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. And the beauty of a woman right now in this society is vain. Um, it's void, and it's also trickery, because you have this war paint, which is makeup, and, some of magic and witchcraft that can change the appearance of a woman. And so the real beauty of a woman right now in this captivity, because even with the woman without the makeup, if she's still gorgeous, and yes, we are visual creatures. We really look at the woman and we see how they look. That intrigues us. That it delights us. It really excites us to see how the woman look, how she looks in her body, her curves, all that. Because we're visual. But the real thing you really need to be examining, besides that, if you actually see a woman that has, decent, a decent look without makeup, the real thing that you should be inquiring about is her spirit and her mental state. Okay, that's for you brothers, and this is speaking to you younger brothers coming in, whether you've been there for a year, 2 years, or you're just coming in now, or whatever the case may be. We all learn more every day, but it should really be focused on a woman's spirit and her mentality. Okay, because again, we're in captivity. You're not gonna, unless the sister is, really seeking Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and Adawan Ratazah, she may be of the hopeful elect. She's really going to try to the best of her ability. But if you're dealing with a 2/3, you must deal with everything according to knowledge. Okay, First Peter chapter 3 verses 5-7. Okay, and everything must be a just, balanced weight. Okay, it must not be, unbalanced. Okay, and the reason why I say that you must look at the spirit of a woman. Let's grab this precept. Bear with me, and I'll jump back to the last thing I want to say before we move on. Proverbs 31 verse 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. Okay, so the beauty is vain. Okay, because again, we're in a captivity that pushes witchcraft, pushes all types of nonsense, and you have these other stuff that's been done to women, like BBLs and facelift and injections and all types of madness. These front lace wigs and all types of stuff, man. So the beauty right now is vain. If it's not natural, it's vain. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, she shall be praised, man. Okay, and you might not have a woman that fears the Lord. Okay, and Lord willing, how about Shem Yahweh Shai don't give you a woman that's wicked, because that may say something about you, or it might be punishment or judgment on you. But the beauty is vain, man. The real beauty is the spirit and the mental state right now, Akim. And as far as not design her for pleasure, your woman obviously, pleasure, relieves stress and amongst other things too. So of course, pleasure is going to be a valuable asset in our lives, especially in this queendom, this damn vexing, oppressing captivity. But that's not the only thing that your woman is here for. Your woman is very valuable too, man. Okay, let's not forget that the Israelite woman, just like the Israelite man, is above all nations. Okay, the woman is above all the other nations, which are heathen women, and us Israelite men are above all other men which are heathen men. Okay, so your woman is more than pleasure. Your woman is more than busting off a nut, having her, iron your boxes, it's like your boxers and your socks and, so your white beaters and all that type of shit. She's way more than that. Okay? Let me grab this other precept and then I'll explain why I'm reading this. This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2. And I'm going to start off at verse 22. Pay attention. Now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel, and how they lay with the woman that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So Eli's sons was laying with the women that assembled themselves at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Okay? Continuing on. And he said unto them, why do ye such things? For I hear of your evil dealings by all these people. So his sons were basically not taking these women to be wives, basically, what's the correct words I'm looking for? Basically making them into harlots, to whores. Okay? Continuing on, verse 24. Nay, my sons, for it is no good. So I can name my sons, for it is no good report that I hear ye make Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh's people to transgress. Because as it says in Deuteronomy 23:27, there should be no whores of the daughters of Zion, man. Okay? And we know, because we have been awoken to the truth. We study. We see the lessons. It's been brought out through the elder apostles, elder bishops, and elders on down. And other brothers have been bringing out these matters. So you know. You can't just be popping these women and leaving them. Now, let me say this, because we have to be balanced, okay? Proverbs 11, verse 1. Proverbs 11, verse 1. We have to be balanced. Now, if you're dealing with women of the world and you're trying to, sup with them and deal with them accordingly, you can't stop them from leaving you. So there's really nothing you can do about that. But, if you would do that, you get a lot of women and this and that and everything else, all I can tell you is, man, don't do what Eli's sons were doing. Again, you can't just be popping these women and disregarding them. If you have, and Jake, man, trust me, you already know. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I don't, me myself personally, I don't want no quiver, no box. Okay, I don't want no cookie, whatever they call it, or whatever they're gonna call it, from any woman that's going to give it to me easy. Because if she's going to give it to me easy, then I know she's going to be a problem, and I know I can't trust her, and I know she might probably don't even respect her body like she should. Okay, and that also might have a disease. Well, let me finish this out. Verse 25. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai would slay them. So, at the end of the day, Eli's sons got judged and got put to death. I'm not going to, read that. Y'all can go into that yourself. But, just to, have some clarification on what I was speaking on, why I brought this out. You can't just be popping these women and disregard them and going about your business, man. If you if you were a brother that, you were ladies, man, you get women, me, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to tell you how to avoid judgment. That's it. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just want to inform you how to avoid judgment. And because as we said, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, examine her mental state, examine her spirit, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman's just not made for pleasure, man. Okay? Your woman is more than that, and the woman you deal is more than that. Okay? So all I'm saying is, man, because, Elder Malcolm, Elder Malcolm has a real, if I'm not mistaken, he have orders in his region where you can't be doing shit like this. Okay, and any brother can correct me if I'm wrong, but I truly believe Elder Malcolm don't play this shit. So you can't just be popping these women and just leaving them. Now, if they leave you, then there's nothing you can do about that, because this is Babylon, and the woman gets put on a pedestal. But you should already know what type of woman you're dealing with. You should be examining them and not, just rushing just to beat the box up. Okay, you stand up, be a man. Matter of fact, let's grab that. Show yourself a man. And that's another thing too, brothers. Okay, when you come in this truth, man, you're literally being taught how to be an actual man according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and a righteous man. Okay, because the man that you are right now, you ain't no man. Okay, you ain't even a little boy. You still a baby. Okay, real talk. And that's from self experience, man. Because when I came to the truth, and I've learned from the beginning until this point, and I look back at my life, I was a baby. I wasn't a boy. I wasn't a man. I was a baby. Now I can say I'm a man. Isaiah 46 verse 8. Remember this and shew yourselves men. Bring it again. Oh, it's like it bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. So show yourself a man. Be a man. Okay, and the only way for you to accomplish that goal and to be able to learn how to is to take heed to the teachings, is to take heed to the discipline, the structure, the reprove, the rebuke, the edification is that the Lord's going to give you through his men. Okay, and also, you examining yourself and really, honestly, me, myself, you might want to have like a little notebook or something and write things down that you want to improve, man. So you can know how to conduct yourself, how to, go about it with women, how to go about things correctly with your children if you have any, and how to, deal with the world correctly, man. Okay? Because this is very, very important, man. Okay? This is very, very important. But the basis of this lesson is to let you know, man, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. And again, you're supposed to be a man, Jake. And now that you've come into this truth, the Lord is making you a man. Okay? Because the Lord is not looking for you to be a simp. He's not looking for you to be weak, emasculated. Okay? You got to have nuts. Okay? Why do you think the Lord said, grit up thy loins? Okay? So grit up your nuts, man. Stand as a man. Talk from your nuts. Okay? And not only present yourself as a man, be a man. Okay? Because now you're literally being taught how to discern from righteousness to wickedness, man. Okay? We must just as this truth is precious and we treat this truth with respect, do so with a woman that you deal with, man. Okay, 1 Peter chapter 3 verses 5-7. Deal with them according to knowledge, man. Okay, deal with them according to knowledge, man. We have the blueprint, we have the format, we have all the instructions that we need right here in this Holy Bible, KJV 1611 with the Apocrypha. So I'm gonna leave it right there, man. I don't want Ratazah. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true sincere Akim wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Kohalayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, Wa Thawada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders on down, brothers, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, to uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.